So what I will do now is I'll go through tapping. So this is the second part to when a thought is stuck. So let's just imagine that you have, let's imagine let's use Karen's example of when we have a big sensation and words as well, and you're trying to look at the words, but the sensation's like so overwhelming. Let's imagine we go down to the sensation, and then I'm just trying to think of some really kind of strong, sticky words that could go with that sensation. So the words could be, oh, there you go. Let's just use that. I'm making it harder than it needs to be. Let's imagine that you have the words, I'm not enough, on the screen in front of you. And those words are not budging. They're not budging. So last time we talked about how we can use tracking, which is this finger one. And now I'm going to explain how you can use tapping. So there's two different ways that you can use tapping. You can either tap here, or you can tap on the actual letters. And the way I see tapping is it's like a blessing. So we are blessing every single part of every single letter of every single word that we see. You can also do it with a picture as well. If you're looking at a memory that is stuck, then you can tap on every single detail of every single part of every single picture of every part of the picture, sorry. So you might tap in the corners, you might tap on the bottom, you might tap in the middle, you might tap on the red bits here, you might tap on the wood here. And as you tap, it's like, let's go back to the words, right? I'm not enough. As you tap, it's like you want to be in the energy of gratitude. So thank you so much for being here. I love you. You are so beautiful how you express yourself. And the M, my gosh, look at this M. You're so exquisite. Tap, 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 tap. And as you tap, it's like you're acknowledging. It's like you're saying, I see you, and I see you, and I see that part of that letter, and I see that part of that letter, and I'm tapping all the way down the M, and now I'm onto the N. I'm tapping on the N. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. You're welcome to stay as long as you like. Tap, 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 tap. So it's a blessing, like I bless you, and I bless the top of the T, and I'm blessing down the bottom of the T. Okay. So you're tapping on every single part, and it's like a sense of acknowledgement, because these words have been like chasing us, we've been, go away, I'm not listening to you. And finally they get their airtime. They get their 15 minutes of fame, or whatever, however long it is. And it's like, this is a part of you. These are the parts that have felt abandoned. So these are the parts that really want to be seen, acknowledged, loved, accepted. So this tapping is a beautiful, helpful way to focus on, I see you, of like reclaiming the part that we have tried to abandon. As much as we, as much as we are not our thoughts, the thoughts are part of our experience. So we want to welcome and accept all parts of the experience. And as we do that, the resistance goes, and we feel safe with those words. And then the words go, because there's no reason for them to be there. They've felt cared for, they've felt loved, they've felt tended to, they've received the love that they wanted, your attention. Okay, so once you have tapped on every part of every letter, then you put your attention, you start tapping just on a point in the air. And you put your full attention on the feeling of the tapping. So everyone just do this for a minute so you know how it feels. So put your full attention on the feeling of the tapping as you tap in the air. Okay, and once your full attention's on the feeling of the tapping, you can stop tapping. Then you take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, imagine yourself sliding down into a safe place into your body. You can imagine your little binoculars coming out, and you can start to feel what physical sensations are here in the body. opening your eyes when you're ready. So tapping is one of those techniques that you can use when the words look stuck. They're not budging anywhere. So that's the first way that you can use tapping. And the second way that you can use tapping is you're using your forehead here. So some people like this, some people don't. Some people get a headache if they have tapping on their forehead, but some people like it. So imagine that this point is like a recycle bin. And as you close your eyes, you're tapping, it's almost like you're tapping on every part. You're doing the same thing as what you were doing here, but you're imagining that you're tapping on every part of every letter, and those letters are in the tapping point. Or this might help you, you're imagining that you're dragging and dropping every single part of every single letter into this recycle bin. Now, once you've tapped, same thing as what we did before, once you've tapped on every single part of every single letter, and you're saying, thank you so much, thank you, I love you, and I bless you, and I bless you, and I bless that part of that letter, and I thank you for being here. It's like you're talking to each of the letters. Once you've tapped on every single letter, then you do the tapping just as I said before, and you put your full attention on the feeling and perhaps the sound of the tapping. So have a go of that now, because would you believe there's actually a sound that goes with this tapping? Right? And once your full attention is on the feeling and or the sound of the tapping, you can stop tapping, take a deep breath in, and then slide into the body. Find that place to rest in the body, or just take that open focus and start to notice what physical sensations are here. So, questions about tapping. Tapping can be a beautiful technique to use if words or pictures are stuck, they are not budging, not moving.